Shack burger and some cheese fries, and it was pretty good. Much better than In-N-Out. Man, it's a hot day today. It's hot. It's sunny, about 93 degrees out here. It's one of the hotter days of the summer so far. But of course, it's not as hot as it is out in other parts of the country, like Arizona and Texas. You know, places like that where it's 100 degrees or higher. So this is kind of nothing compared to what they're going through. Here it's only 93 degrees. So it's not too bad really, because you know that's typical temperature for the summertime here in Washington, D.C. It's also a little humid. So that Nando's over there, that used to be a hardware store. That Nando's, I used to go there a lot when it was a hardware store. But it's not a hardware store anymore, which is too bad, because I really don't know where I can go. If I wanted a hardware store around here, I don't know where I can go. That used to be a reliable place to, you know, buy some, you know, hardware stuff and get some keys made and stuff. But you know, things change, places change, companies leave, and that's how life is, especially when you get to be as old as I am. You get to witness a lot of change. That's just the way it is. Whew, I gotta get out of this heat. Whew, well, when it's this hot, really, there are a few precautions you have to take. You have to wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one piece of advice, that would be wear sunscreen. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proven by scientists. Whereas for the rest of my advice, I have no basis except for my own personal experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not realize the power and beauty of your youth until it's faded. But trust me, 20 years from now, you'll be looking at pictures of yourself and saying to yourself and seeing how fabulous you looked and how much potential you actually had on this really hot day in our nation's capital. And another advice is to drink lots of water. Keep hydrated on really hot days. And if possible, stay indoors, because staying outdoors like now is just not advisable in the long term. Another thing I like to do when it gets hot like this is to think cool thoughts. Just imagine yourself in some kind of winter wonderland, surrounded by snow and ice, Christmas trees. Oh, I'm feeling cool already. Anyway, that's what I can think of right now. Little words of advice on this really, really hot day in Washington, D.C.
The next day.
I decided to ditch my scooter and just walk to have lunch because it's so hot. It's a really hot day. It must be 95, 100 degrees out here. And I thought I'd just walk to have lunch. Okay, picked up my food here. And now I'm going to find somewhere cool to eat my lunch. I don't want to eat outside because it's hot out here, man. It's hot. So I'm gonna find somewhere where the AC is blasting to have my lunch. Oh, but first I need to go to Wawa to buy something to drink at the Wawa. There's the Wawa. That's where I'm gonna go to buy a drink. Maybe a Mountain Dew or something like that. Something with caffeine in it. Because I don't drink coffee. So I have to get my caffeine fix in some other way. So I drink Mountain Dew here at the Wawa. Okay, let's go into the Wawa and buy a soda from Wawa. Wawa, 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 Wawa. Alright, we're at the Wawa. Let's see if we can get something to drink here, something cool to quench my thirst on this really hot day. We get a Mountain Dew here. Make sure it's not a diet Mountain Dew. It's the regular Mountain Dew. There you go. Okay, now let's go pay for it. Well, it's another hot day here in Washington, D.C. I think it's about 92 degrees, just like yesterday, with high humidity. So it feels like temperature is about 100 or so. But it's lunchtime. I'm off to the post office to drop off some mail. Okay, and then after that I'm gonna have some lunch as we cross 16th Street over here. All right, so here we go. Vermont Avenue, and then we're going to go to the post office, which is right over here. I'm gonna drop off our mail here. Let's go. Let's see here. Here's the mail. So we drop off all our mail in here. Let's drop it off right there. Okay, cool. Let's go. All right. Mail dropped off, and now let's have some lunch somewhere. Wrong door. Okay. All right. So now the big decision to make is either have lunch down here or over there. Where do we go? You want to go down there, or you want to go down there? So for some reason I wasn't able to order online, so I had to actually come here to order here, which means now I have to wait. If I ordered online, I could just order it online, and when I got here it'd be ready, but I couldn't order online, so I have to order here. Now I have to wait maybe 10-15 minutes. Well, I guess another tip for dealing with hot weather is to do what I did today and wear a hat. Wear a hat like this. It shields my head from the harmful rays of the sun and also my face. I should also be wearing sunglasses, but I forgot. Anyway, so that's another tip. You wear a hat like this, wear sunscreen, and think cool thoughts on this really hot day here in Washington, D.C. All right, I decided to have lunch here at the atrium because it's just too hot outside. I've been meaning to eat outside for the last couple of weeks now, but it's just been too hot. And today, it's really hot. It's 94 degrees, as you can see. See that? 94 degrees. High humidity. Heat advisory. Because it's hot. It's damn hot. It's Africa hot. So, thought I'd eat here to keep cool. It's nice. They got the AC going, and I'm having my lunch. Okay. Bon appetit. I wonder what this line is. Look, there's a long line going somewhere. I don't know what it is, but they could be standing in line out here in this heat. They should have at least okay. Either going to the T-Mobile store or the Johnston and Murphy store. Anyway, it's too hot to go investigate, so I'm just gonna keep moving on this hot day in Washington, D.C. Looks like construction is well underway in this building. I remember when they excavated the hole for this building like 5 years ago. I thought they were never going to start building this building, but now look at it. It's got the foundation, that's the basement, the parking garage probably, and yeah, hopefully in a couple of years it'll be done.
3 hours later.
Well, I was supposed to go to the White House today because Biden was going to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So he was going to get picked up by Marine One at the White House. But as you may have heard in the news, Biden got COVID. So the travel plans all were canceled. So no Marine One at the White House. So I had to change my plans. That was going to be my thing for today. But Biden has COVID, and now he's going to have to self-isolate in the White House for at least the next several days until he tests negative for COVID again. Well, as you can see, the weather has taken a turn for the worse. And it's now pouring down rain just in time for the afternoon commute. It's also weird. It's also, I think the sun is also trying to shine through, so it's kind of weird. So it's kind of like raining with the sun out. It's weird. It's weird, I tell you. It's weird. Yep. Kind of weird weather we're having. Big thunderstorm at the end of the day, which is kind of expected because that's always what happens when it gets really hot. Then that just means the conditions are pretty rife for a big thunderstorm, which is actually kind of waning now, so which is not too bad now. All right, well, I guess that's where I will end this episode right now while driving in the rain. If you like this episode, then please go ahead and click the like button. And if you liked it enough to subscribe, then by all means, please do subscribe. So, as I sit in traffic, I will say to you, until then, happy trails to you. Until we meet again, happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails, partners.